UDX 347. UDX 347, UDX 791 calling for you.
Hey, Joe, let's drop down one more channel to 35 there. QSL, QSY.
QSY. How about a Dallas UDX 347, Tennessee, UDX 791 on the ground plane.
Yeah, got traffic here. I tell you what, Joe, let's try 33. Let's try 33.
QSY. How about a UDX 347, Tennessee, UDX 791 Gulf Islands on the ground plane.
Oh, yeah, no problem whatsoever, man. Got a solid 9 on you on the estimator. Yeah, traffic's pretty heavy because the same doorknobs that are always pulling their stunts. I can talk right over top of them, but the problem is trying to hear people through them, you know. So we got a lot of traffic below 38 and above 38 to try to get away from those guys. It's ridiculous, man. I don't even know where to start. Don't even want to talk about it. Like I said, we do what we do. We just find another channel and enjoy the hobby.
I'm with you 100%, man. There's that fool on channel 38 playing the recording over and over, man. Something about Jamaica. Totally ridiculous, man. I don't know what the guy gets out of it. He gets his jollies out of it. I hope he blows his radio up. Anyway, I'm talking to you on my old TRC-458 here, D104 and a 5/8 wave Sigma Venom ground plane.
Yeah, it's doing a fine job for you. I like that old radio you got there. That's the TRC. That's the Navajo, correct?
Yeah, I bought it brand new in February 1978, man. So I've had it a long time.
And they sound as good as they look. So, yeah, you got a good classic right there, man.
Yeah, I just couldn't part with any of them. That's my problem, right? And this one does have a unit and board in it, believe it or not. Unit and board, old Rad Shack, still keeping on, still seems to be ticking away anyway. And same microphone. I bought this microphone, Dallas, in 1977. It's an old D104 Lollipop, non-amplified. So it's a crystal mic, non-amplified Lollipop.
Yeah, it does good. Like I said, it's a good combination. It's got that, you know, it's got its own sound, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, that's and it sounds good, but that's what radio sounded like in the late 70s. You know, obviously a little different than today's options that are out there, depending on, you know, what kind of deal you come across or how much money you want to spend. But yeah, they're in a league of their own. It's really amazing that in 1978, you know, what they were able to do. And and what makes me, what's crazy about it is I can't imagine what the price was, you know, in 78, you know, with, you know, when you go back in time and think, you know, what was $100 like in 1978, and those radios were expensive.
Oh man, you have no idea. This radio was over $400 brand new, so I saved up for half of it. My parents sprung in for the other half. I think it was like $425 or $30, which was a lot of money in 78. So I wanted the 457 with the clock in it and the SWR, but that cost even more money. So I settled for the little bit lower grade model, the 458, and hey, here it is, 46, just about 47 years later, man.
Well, one thing you can say is it's paid for itself. You got your money's worth, that's for sure. And doing the math, let's see here, 400. I'll be right. I'll give you a figure. Just give me 1 second.
Sounds good. I know it's got a lot of miles on it over the years, that's for sure. And it does have all the extras as well. I had them put in the summer, late summer 1980. I had all the extras put in here. So it's got the half channels. It's got a 5kc slider and the uppers up above 40, right? Not a lot of people were talking up there back then. So if there was a little bit of hash and trash, I could always get away from it and go up above 40, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, it looks like I got two different websites saying the same thing. In 1978, $400 was equivalent to just under $2,000, man. So that was huge down payment, on a brand new car that was, you could get a brand new car back then for $5,000.
That's insane, eh? I was 14. Actually, no, I was 13 because I didn't turn 14 till the end of March that year. So I was 13 years old, and this is my first sideband set. I have another one too sitting beside me, and it's got actually the lowers in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I know a lot of people back then you'd be talking, oh, that's Radio Shack, radio scrap junk, But hey, here it is, all these years later, still working. So I'm happy with it. And yeah, I know I've had a lot of fun on this radio over the years, and every so often I kind of turn it on and see if I can get out. I heard you out there. I was flipping through the channels. That sounds like my buddy Dallas down there in Tennessee. Let's see if we can make it back to him on this little aluminum ground plane.
Yeah, we've had real good conditions all day. We were doing some testing earlier. Me and 534, and he rolled all the way down to 5 watts, and he's on a Vector ground plane, really effective antenna, and he was still hitting me at 9 pounds on 5 watts. It's crazy.
That's amazing. I've turned down the amp a little bit here. I'm running a Texas Star. I don't know if can you still hear me okay?
The band changed a little bit. I've got you down in there in the bushes, but you're still hanging in there.
Okay, I turned it back up again. Maybe that makes a difference. So that's a 350 Texas Star high drive. So I got her cranked up a little bit there. But yeah, hopefully you can hear me okay. You're the only one in here, man. It's actually clear on this side and quiet. You got the whole channel, man. You're coming in just blasting in.
Yeah, no, I got a good copy on you. 100% solid 5x9, and you're bouncing at 9 on the S meter. I looked on YouTube. My phone's been laid on my desk for a while. I didn't know if you were running a live show or anything like that, but yeah, it's good conditions today for I guess the 3 days in a row. I guess today's probably been the best day. The only part of the country I didn't get today, which I got on backscatter off the side. Me and Needlebender 63 in South Carolina, we were both pointed to the northeast, so we had a pretty good signal on each other, talking off the side of our beams. But I didn't hear Florida. But I got Maine, and I got a bunch of countries in Europe, and then all the way up and down the West Coast, and I got you today. So it's been a good day for DX.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, no, it has been awesome. Yep. And yeah, no, I'm looking forward. I just followed the tracking on my radio, so it says it's gone through customs now. So I'm hoping it's here on Monday. That'd be good. And I do miss talking to Europe, so I do a lot of talking to Europe on my other radio. It's just it's got all those other nice frequencies in it there. So and I'll hook the beam back up. I got the beam hooked up to the old, the unit in 980 Bearcat. So when I'm talking to you on that, that's on the flat side Yagi. This one here is a Sigma Venom 5/8 wave, not a really big antenna, but I guess if the conditions are right, that's all that matters. As long as we got good propagation, we can be heard.
Yeah, 100%, no doubt. Yeah, you made me pull my 980 off the shelf. It looks brand new, and it does pretty good. It's been sitting on the shelf for about 3 years, and the guy that set it up for me a few years ago, it's got one of those little like 50-watt little MOSFET modulators built inside of it, and doesn't even draw enough heat to need any kind of cooling. It's got a switch on the side. You can turn it off and on. I made a few contacts on it today, but I'm going to have something a little different done to it. But it's a good radio, and I like it. I may just use it like it is. I don't know. But you made me pull mine out today, man, and play with it. It's such a good sounding radio.
Yeah, I was surprised how good it sounded when I was watching your video gate there. I heard they're kind of a hard radio to modify, though, like for putting extras in it. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, it's way more costly than it's worth. You could just buy another radio with you could buy an export radio for what you end up paying for a new one plus the mod and all that. So it's kind of silly because all of it's surface mount technology, and it's real small and tiny. The only person I've ever seen to pull it off is Les Customs down there. I think he's in Florida. He's got a YouTube channel, and he does all kinds of crazy stuff with radios. But yeah, that one you got, man, it's I mean, it sounds like if you'd have told me that you bought a Nikon or a Yaesu, I wouldn't have had any trouble believing it whatsoever.
I'm glad my wife gave it to me. And the only reason I put it in her vehicle in the first place is so I could talk on it. I mean, she'd talk on it a couple of times to me, and she actually even talked skip on it one time when I was with her. But like I say, she didn't want it in the new RAV4 Toyota, so it's just another radio. Well, I'm not going to say taking up room in the radio room here, because I actually kind of like it. And I do like the fact that it's stock. And it's amazing, yeah, the audio that comes out of that stock microphone, huh?
Man, I can't get over it. Like I said, if like I said, I hope they done a good job on your RCI, because that 980, you know, it's the cleanest audio I've ever heard you talk on. It's that impressive, Joe.
It'll give my RCI 2980 a run for the money, right?
Yeah, 100%. Well, my wife finally made it home. I've been waiting on her to get home. She's been busy for 2 days, and I haven't been able to really put eyeballs on her. I've been sitting here at the radio desk, so I'm gonna go in here and spend some time with her and hang up the radio for the day. I appreciate the Long QSO and dropping down here. 73s, enjoy the DX, man. Always good to catch you on the band. UDX 347 downtown Manchester, Tennessee. UDX 791 up in the Gulf Islands. Sound like Dan on the band. I'll be clear on your final.
Thanks a lot, buddy. That was a pleasure. Yeah, you better eyeball that wife, and I hope she's doing okay and everything. And it's I always enjoy talking to you, man. And I tell you what, like I say, you're the only one on this frequency. I'll get this video uploaded for you. Enjoy the day, my friend. Cheers and 73s from UDX 791. We'll talk soon.
All right, thank you now. I hope you did.